We're going to bring Torment into the call in our post-match interview presented by XRocker, my apologies. I can't type. But Torment, welcome to the call, man. First question for you. The grid is essentially the former RLCS, but now with 15 teams instead of 10. How do you feel about it, man?
I mean, I've always liked the grid just because it's not the same as scrims, but obviously no one takes it as seriously as the regionals, but it's still like good practice and it still has an impact, on the season. Like even last split, it qualified us for the major. So I like it. And honestly, I think this format's better than the groups format because you guarantee a shot at every other top team once. Like sometimes you'll just like play the same team so many times and you'll like miss another team and you never play them throughout the entire split. So I think it's good to at least, you guarantee that one match, and it's like the most fair format, I think.
Yeah, I like the league style format. I like getting to see you guys get to play against people. I mean, obviously we just had a matchup against Rogue where you guys have seen very, very little of each other. Haven't actually seen each other since Winter Regional 1. So first time really that roster in its current form versus this one. And we got quite the battle going back and forth coming off of a tough loss. I'd like to hear what you kind of thought was going right and where you guys think that, if you were to face Rogue again, if we were going to go to a game 7, where you personally think that change would have come going into that game 6 to try and bring back the W.
It was pretty tough because they were playing a lot faster in those last 3 games. That's basically how they ended up pulling that out. So it was kind of hard for us to counter. I think our best bet was to probably, I think it was really just us getting outplayed, like them destroying us with demos. They caught us back with like no boost a lot. So we basically just had to focus on securing those boosts and never getting like put in spots like that. Like that's basically how they started that comeback in the last game too, when we were up 2-0, like one like Com was left back like last and didn't have a lot of boost. I think like a few other times, we just had never had boost and they were just threatening. And so I guess we would try that, but it would have been tough because they were really solid with it.
Is it possible for you, Torment, to kind of contextualize that for people that may not have an understanding, where obviously in professional level play, boost is pretty much everything. It really is. How difficult is it to do what you need to do when a team like that emphasizes so much boost usage and you guys are without? Like, what kind of limitations does it provide? What does it make it difficult to do? If you can kind of shine that light on the people that may be asking.
Yeah, basically, we couldn't even really challenge a lot of their plays and their passes because we just didn't have the boost to do it. Like they would catch a moment where they could like steal one of our back boosts while we were like pushed up and like start a counter. Someone go for like a solo play or like something like that, and force someone to an awkward spot. Like they could mix it up and like throw in a demo even. It was just like basically just making us uncomfortable and making it hard for us to even like counter their offense. So that was the main thing that we all noticed in that series, and kind of how they ran away with it in Game 5.
They absolutely. On offense, that is Rogue's deal. But I'd also like to hear a little bit more about how you felt today on offense, because when you guys did get down and you guys did get offense going, we got a lot of looks out of you guys today. Everything from cherry pick goals from Com to 1-2-3 pass plays off of kickoffs. That's a huge piece there too. So what areas do you think right now are working really well for us? What in your eyes as a player do you think is basically the team's strength at the moment?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Our offense was looking a lot better than our defense. Honestly, I think that was what made us so good against Rogue. Was like we were able to match them on offense for the most of the series until right at the end. Obviously, they kind of blew us out in the last game, but we were matching them on offense, and I think that's why we weren't doing well against Envy, because their defense was just so good. Like they're one of the best defenses in A, so we couldn't shine as much. And on the other side, I think our defense was lacking, so that was probably our biggest struggle. Like we weren't totally in control when we were on defense, and we were like I said, we were caught out, with no boost and sometimes double committing in dumb spots. So yeah, I'd definitely say our offense was a lot better today, but we could work on our defense.
You talk about your offense and how solidified it's become, and I wholeheartedly agree. But against a team like Envy that has such a good defense, what's the mentality where you're doing everything right? And from what it looks like, the shots you guys put on target are on point. They're good placement. They've got power on them. But yet somehow Atomic still gets out for a save, and Gimmick's got to come flying off the ceiling to Goomba stomp him. Like that's the only way you're getting goals. So as a team, what kind of does that do to the mentality? How does it allow you guys to I guess, push past, and what can you really learn from those moments?
Yeah, I think well honestly, I think the biggest thing it's not about like getting past their offense, but it's like about like just being able to sustain in defense and not get like we were giving them some like easy goals and then they weren't giving us those easy goals. And I think that was the main difference. So it's not even so much about our offense that it is about our defense, because you're not going to be able to stop like Miss just making every save and Turbo cutting every pass, and Atomic just like faking everybody in the corners and taking people out, because they're so consistent with that kind of stuff that we just can't we can't rely on that. We got to rely on being able to stop them as well, and that's usually how we've kept it close in the past. But the last few times, I mean, I think they've been playing super well as well. Like they've been playing, the best they possibly could against us at least, and we definitely weren't. So I guess it's on both sides of the field. I guess defense especially.
Well, I'm gonna derail. It's time for the derail, and it's time for the much better question. And today's question, I'm not sure if you heard the question to Fireburner earlier, but the question is, burger. You're allowed 3 options of condiments. Apparently, he feels that things like ketchup, mustard aren't counting as that, so I'll let you decide that. But you're allowed 3 condiments for the burger. What's the perfect burger with those 3?
Like condiments is just like ketchup, mustard, whatever. Or
to me, it'd be anything you're putting on. The only thing I don't consider a condiment is cheese, just because I think you're either a cheeseburger person or a not a cheeseburger person. So cheese is a freebie, and then 3 additives of your choosing.
Okay, I mean, I'm a ketchup person, so I'd put ketchup on.
Okay,
and probably just like lettuce, tomato. Like I'm super basic, honestly. It's basically
Classic,
it.
man.
Sorry for the lame answer, but that's what I do, I guess.
My answer would be the lamest. Mine's literally like if you go and order a burger with just default at a McDonald's or Burger King, any fast food, that just ketchup, mustard, pickle. Like I'm that guy. I don't need the lettuce or tomato. I don't put vegetables on my, if it's not in a sauce form, like a ketchup, I don't want vegetables on my burger. So
fair enough.
Yeah, man, you go with the default. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why it's the default, Torment.
It's the default.
Good.
It's good.
No, you guys are right.
It's the tried and true. It's the classic. You can't go wrong.
Torment,
Yeah,
it's
right.
a little bit of a break coming up. Obviously, there's regionals and stuff around the corner and everything else. We also come back for the grid on Saturday. So 3 more matches then. Ideally for you, I mean, how do you like to spend that little bit of time? Obviously, there's a lot of matches being pushed together. I think it's like 22 days that we're trying to finish this split by. So for you, how are you able to kind of remove yourself and recharge before going right back into it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just take it light. I mean, I think we still have scrims, but like I've been like hitting a lot more ranked and playing the game a lot, especially on these grid days. It's really tiring because we just play like counting our warm up scrims. We're just playing, making sure we're ready for like 4 hours straight. So definitely gonna take it easy a bit. Play some other games. Whatever, just chill, and then get back to it.
Any other games that are on the docket right now that are keeping you busy?
I just play Smite. I'm a big Smite player. I've been playing for like a lot of years. So
dude, you're gonna have to link up with FDOT, man.
I was about to say,
yeah. I remember when he got announced. I remember seeing him from like Smite tournaments and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
He still streams it quite a bit, so maybe you guys can link up and go wreck some face. He has a good time at night, like super late night vibe. So, Torment, obviously, not the way we want to end today, but man, a lot of positives. I think you guys are showing some stuff over the last 2 days that are things that we're really happy about. So, commendable for you guys rocking the new merch, looking clean at it. But before we let you go, the floor is yours. If there's anything you want to say to the people, if you want to shout your socials, you know what to do.
I guess Twitter is just @Torment, and then you can probably find all my other socials from there. And then make sure you watch us and the rest of our good streams. I think next one you said Saturday, so make sure to tune in for that. And appreciate you all.
Hey, Torment, thank you for taking the time, and we'll let you go, man. We'll see you again here soon in just a few days. But man, try to enjoy some time off. I know it's a busy one for you guys.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Again, massive shout out to Torment for joining us to the post-match interview presented by XRocker.